I'm Matt. We're insufficient. Thank you. Thank you.
Matthew, it's nice to be back in almost our original format.
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
I feel like we learned a lot about ourselves, about... All right, people. Okay.
All right, yeah, just
calm down.
tamper it down.
Jesus, about ourselves, our Phish community that we're a part of, and, maybe some neat things about our show. So...
Yeah, and all of last week was basically a 3-part series with our friend Molly, who is in Boston this week to see Dog Shit in a Pile, and I'm sure she's gonna have a great time. It'll be fun. She came on a really cold fucking week.
Yeah, I'm not bailing you out. I have no idea about
Arctic
anything
tundra.
Of dogs in a pile.
Nothing you're missing. Nothing you're missing.
That's what I've heard, but I've only heard it from you.
I know, which is all you need.
Week. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm not taking Matt's opinion on something, then why am I even doing the show? Speaking of things I take your opinion on, let's talk about drummers for like a quick minute. I didn't realize that the Copeland in Oysterhead is from fucking Sting's band.
I can't believe that. There really is one Stuart Copeland.
That's weird, right? Well, first of all, what's really interesting is that Trey is almost the same age as some of those, 80 rockers. Think about Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Sting, and the Police.
I know you don't think about that, but it's true.
I think they're a little younger in my head.
A little bit, but not by much.
But not by much. And like musically, just so different that like I can't put them into the same category. But anyway, I can't believe Stuart Copeland was the Oysterhead drummer.
It's still crazy that you didn't know that. But that's why it was like a super group, because you had Trey from Phish, you had Stuart Copeland from the Police, and then you had Les Claypool. So it was like this crazy super group. And here's the thing about Oysterhead, what I realized, if they all really weren't on, it really didn't work. Because you had Trey, it just didn't fill the sound like it should have at some of them. Like I saw them play a live performance. It must have been on the Tonight Show or something. And it sounded dumb. It sounded real dumb.
I think Les Claypool's too much of a wild card.
It's not really Les. It's Trey's lyrics with some of these things. You're like, what? And then Les Claypool's stuff, you're just like, it's the same type of vocal thing through the megaphone.
If you had to, what is
was a race car
band?
driver. Primus.
Yeah, what was his band?
Primus.
Yeah, if you had to pick Primus or Cake, who you
Cake.
picking? Yeah,
Cake.
Right?
Cake.
And it's weird to say that. Weird, but I totally agree.
I like some of Primus stuff, but it's bizarre.
Yeah. Definitely have listened to more Primus than Cake in my life. But
Cake is
I
great.
Gotta pick one.
How about Scissor Sisters?
What is that?
Oh, come on.
Sounds like a sex act.
We're gonna take your mama out all night. Gonna show what it's all about. You don't know that song?
I've never heard that song. Let me tell you something. So I've got to the bottom. You're not a coffee guy, right?
I have a little bit of coffee in the morning.
But like
you
haven't been drinking coffee. Like since I've known you haven't drank coffee the whole time. Obviously, I'm a huge coffee guy. I drink like 5 or 6 cups a day.
That's unhealthy.
For the last like half a decade, I've thought, why does every single cup of coffee taste like shit? And I found out there's this disease that's kind of killing the coffee trees called leaf rust. Ooh. And to deal with it, the farmers have to harvest early and then treat the coffee with a whole bunch of chemicals to kind of stop you from noticing that it wasn't, mature when they harvested. So anyway, the secret, and I'm going to let everybody who listens to our podcast know this, you have to get high elevation coffee. So if it's not at least 2,000 feet above sea level, it's even more affected. And I've got some like 5,000 foot coffee right now, and I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it.
Sumatran?
Dude, no, but I do a good Sumatra.
Yeah.
That'll change the way you think about life.
That's a lot of coffee, dude. You're drinking 5 cups a day. That can't be healthy. Can't be good for you.
I saw a cardiologist. He didn't seem to care.
Okay. All right. He's like, you know.
He did seem to care that I had a small child. He's like, oh. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh. He's like,
is that what he said?
Yeah, and then he's like, late start, huh? And I'm like, listen, bro.
He's like, dude, you're most of the way dead. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, my poor kid.
You're gonna be 75 years old when your kid's in 8th grade.
No. Let me do the math on that. No.
No.
It's closer than it should be.
Yeah. You're gonna be 75 when you graduate college. That's for sure.
Which member of the band, rank them in order, most ADHD all the way down? And let's just say
Fishman's number 1
for the most ADHD.
Yep.
I was gonna put him at the very bottom of the list.
Nope. Page is at the bottom.
No, Page he's either number 1 or number 2. He's got like 15 fucking instruments, and he never knows which one he's gonna play.
Most drummers have ADHD, so I'm gonna put.
Really?
Yeah,
I think you have ADHD.
I do.
And so you're projecting. I feel like Fishman can just sit there for like 40 minutes on a beat,
bop the shit out of it.
Yeah, he's like bop, bop. Like he's fucking thinking about like frogs jumping each other. I don't know.
Ew. He's like, I played Frogger earlier today. Shit, it was a good game.
Which one's the best gamer? Fishman?
Page.
I hope that's
Page
true.
And Mike. That's why I think that what they do is when they get together, that's what they're playing. They're playing like GoldenEye.
Dude, let me tell you something. If there's ever a contest where I can win like 2 hours of playing GoldenEye with Paige, all of my money would go to that charity.
So whose podcast was Mike on?
I don't know.
That
Do you want to tell everybody what you're talking? Yeah. So Mike Gordon comes across one of my feeds, and he's sitting there and he's talking about Trey being a little mantic.
A little.
Yeah, and how they do set lists. He goes, I don't know if I can tell this story.
Manic. It's
manic. I was going to say antic. He's got a huge
or tantric and manic
hard on. So anyway, apparently Trey while they're doing shows, Trey wakes up at 6 a.m. and Mike's already awake.
Yeah, well, Mike's awake doing yoga.
Well, that blows my mind.
Namaste, motherfucker.
Why are these guys up so early and still up?
They're old.
I have a hard time staying up for their shows. I figured they were sleeping in.
That's why set twos are so hard in their age, man. They're fucking tired.
Somebody asked me why a Sunday show is better, and I go, usually because the Sunday show starts earlier.
Yeah, man. They've got to have their tea, and Trey wants to put on his creamed socks at night.
So anyway, Trey starts off with 60 songs, cuts it down to 30, cuts it down to 20, and then they go on
to 25.
And then they don't play any of it. But we already knew that because Trey said
it. Trey said it.
So Mike's I don't know why Mike had to come on some podcast.
Who was he talking to?
I don't know. And why are these guys not on our podcast?
Well, it's just like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like they got him in there somehow.
But then where is Bert Kreischer? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Chrysler.
Whatever. Where does he rank? Like if we had 4 guests, 1 each member of the band, and then Bert is definitely higher than some members of the band.
Potentially.
If he were to come on our show.
Who's Bert?
Bert Kreischer. Dude, I sent you the clip. He's like, never mind. If you don't know who Bert is.
Oh, the guy that, the comedian who, Van Wilder was made after.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
He's not coming on.
He would 100% come in.
So funny. I saw, what is it, the Bear Cave or whatever, that podcast that he does with him and that other comedian with the beard. What is his name?
Let me tell you something. That guy is like so boring. I can't stand him.
When they talk about, they're like, what do you got in that water thing? It was like a 32 ounce or 40 ounce of Kool-Aid. And he was like, you're really drinking Kool-Aid. He's like, here, everybody's looking at you thinking, oh, look at this guy being so healthy. And inside it's fucking Kool-Aid. And they could not stop laughing. It was the best thing ever. I really like that. Yeah, his stand-up's funny, though.
Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's stand-up is good. But like funny. On the show, it's like...
It's boring. He's boring. Him and his wife.
That is the worst podcast.
Yeah.
Way worse than our podcast.
Yeah, it's bad.
I can't stand the two of them. It's like, you guys are married. And you're this is what you're talking about as a married couple. Do you guys like each other? Like, I hate it.
It's not good. I mean, the Best Friends podcast is pretty fantastic.
Which podcast is that?
That's with oh God, the Korean guy. What is his name? Jesus Christ, why can't I think of him? And the redhead.
Wait.
You know who I'm talking about. I'm Bobby Mom.
Yeah, Bobby somebody and that other guy. That guy's too big of a dick.
Oh yeah. Got to pause it, Nick. Got to pause it.
Yeah, Bobby and the redhead.
But what is his name? I want to say Bobby Flay, but it isn't Bobby Flay.
It's not Bobby Flay, but it's like Bobby Flay. Anyway,
I love it.
I'm driving the other day, and on Phish radio, Back on the Train comes on.
Yeah, we're covering that song.
I didn't recognize the version. The
version. The Virgin.
I think it was Japan, maybe from
2000?
one of those 2000 shows
or 99.
And for some reason, what was really kind of neat about Molly, and I'll just use this to kind of tie in last week with this week. She was and the two of you were talking about the subjectivity of Phish.
Yeah.
And so you can go to a show, and depending on where you're at, either the show is really great or the show's not great. And then you go back and you listen to it, and then all of a sudden the show is really great or it's not that great. Right. And so anyway, Back on the Train for me is a song that, take it or leave it usually. But for some reason,
this one hit.
It like that Fishman. It is just so fucking good. So good.
But that's what I was trying to say about, like, when people get so angry that my comment about Twist sucking, it's just like, if you go back to late 90s, early 2000 Twist, or early 2000, late 90s, Back on the Train, man, those things fucking hum. They are really good. I think it was prime time for those songs. And they just stayed in the pocket. And I love those songs during that time. Really, really do.
And so and the reason this kind of ties in what we're talking about, even with Copeland and Trey's tab drummer, and we can talk about the Beacon jams in a minute, but like Fishman, how does he play that? And no, I can't think of another drummer that I would trust to really kind of sit in that groove and deliver that same sound, emotion, and feeling that Fishman can just do.
That's my whole thing with Fishman's style, is that he does it differently than a lot of other drummers. I mean, not to say, there are some just spectacular drummers that could easily probably sit in and really crush it, but they would bring a totally different feel. I don't know, man. He's got that touch. He's got the touch, man. And then his rolls are so cool. Like, especially earlier on, his rolls are nothing about what they used to be. But his quick rolls, it would sound like shoo.
Yes. It was like the number of hits that he did in such a short period of time would just blow your mind. And it didn't just sound like a drum roll. It was like a totally different effect. I mean, the guy's he deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore of drummers. And I'm not going to stop. All right. You wanted thumbs up and thumbs down this Japanese show real quick?
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
We're going to do it. 6/16/2000. Some Nyoku Osaka, Japan. Anybody from Japan, reach out. We do have listeners in Japan, so reach out and tell me.
even if you don't speak English, it's fine.
Reach out, because I got to know if you were at these shows 25 years ago, and that's why you still listen to Phish, or what's going on here. But anyway, song 1, set 1, limb by limb.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, 100%.
Thumbs up, and I know this show well, and
yeah, you do.
It's not the festival, right?
No, it's not the festival, which is why I think we can do it, because we've done the festival before.
It's really good. Great.
Followed by that Back on the Train, and this thing just fucking goes.
Tears.
I can't. Like, Trey really encompassed like that the train whistle while he was playing, even more so than normal. Good times, great,
right?
Great stuff. Sample in a jar.
Okay.
2000 sample in a jar. Instant erection. Let's go. First tube.
Yep. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with First of All. I was trying to think, what the fuck is Last Two, but I think that's a Tab song, right?
Yes.
Gogi Apparatus. Thumbs up. Interesting
Thumbs up.
placement,
Thumbs
though.
up.
Middle of a set. Well, Heavy Things.
Yep.
Love it. Dirt.
Loves it. Yep.
Love it. My Sweet One. Probably the weakest part of the whole set.
Very 2000-esque.
Yes.
Thing.
That show has come more into its own lately, I think, than it did back in the day. This Reba, thumbs up, and then Character Zero. And that's set one.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Nice. You want to do set two since I did set one?
You know what? It would be great, but I don't have it up. So.
Runaway Jim.
Thumbs
into
up.
Theme from the Bottom. Into Dogface Boy. When was the last Dogface Boy?
God, I feel like it was a long time ago.
I feel like it was 2021 in Las Vegas.
Yes.
We're coming up on a long ass time since a Dogface Boy. Driver, your kid's favorite song. Slave to the Traffic Light.
Our girl Molly was listening to Driver on the plane, and I said this was the song that my daughter and I used to listen to it before she'd go to bed.
As somebody who loves Curb Your Enthusiasm, I feel like you should like Slave to the Traffic Light more. Because, as you know, Curb wasn't a scripted show. They kind of knew the
it was. I mean, it had some script.
They knew what they wanted to get across in the scene, but they didn't have actual words. And Phish knows where they want to get with this jam, but it doesn't actually have any set structure. It can start off any way, shape, or form. My favorite is when it's just Mike and Paige, and Trey just kind of sits back for like 4 or 5 minutes. That is
your favorite. Yes.
Yeah, I love Slave to Traffic Light. Julius, and then ending
Thumbs
set
up.
2 with Bug.
So 2000, man.
Dude.
So 2000.
It is an emo
ending
Phish
with Bug.
set. Emo Phish set. Dogface Boy, Bug, Julius.
Really poppy
Dirt.
show. Really poppy show.
Yeah, well, they're in Japan. They got to keep it poppy. And
straight pop.
To continue keeping it poppy, Bouncing Around the Room and Harry Hood are your encores. And you can listen to this on livephish.com.
Yep, if you can get in.
If you're into that kind of thing.
I've got a special guest today. Not sure if she even knows that I'm talking about her. She's just sitting there. But she had a holiday dance recital.
Love it.
And so you want to come in? We got Lil here.
Hi, Lily.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How was the dance recital?
It was great. It was awesome.
Any highlights that you want to talk about?
I don't have any highlights. It's kind of
okay. Did you just have a birthday?
Yeah, I did.
You know what that means?
What?
Yep. Hit it.
Happy birthday to you. Looks like you had a really good time, and I'm loving that you guys are having this awesome family holiday. Just going all the way with it. So, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here you go.
All right. Oh yeah, and it's my other daughter's birthday tomorrow.
We might have her on.
Yep, it's her birthday tomorrow. Trying to fix this horrible backdrop. Oh my god!
Don't even worry about it. We've got like a minute and a half left, and I'm going to take this opportunity.
What's the question of the day?
You do the questions.
I don't remember.
What was the first Phish song that you heard where you knew you were hooked?
Yeah, perfect, Nick.
That's a good question. I want to know too. For me,
I want to know.
It had to be Rift, and it had to be Rift from Rift. That's when I knew. I'm like,
for me, it was Divided Sky.
Speaking of Divided Sky, our buddy Trey put on 3 shows for his therapy center in Vermont that deals with addiction, which I'm a full supporter of. Love it. I think it's great that he does it. It's called Divided Sky, and lots of good stuff. I do. You know what? I'm not going to complain.
I think some of our issues with the show is it's a fucking tab show. You played a fucking tab show.
Listen,
where were the other members of the band?
Well, it's not a complaint against Trey. It's more a complaint against the other members of the band. What, you guys couldn't come out?
And they had the rescue squad there, which I love the strings.
Rescue squad strings.
Squad. I think that honestly, I would take strings at a Phish show over horns at a Phish show any day.
Dude, the saxophone player in Tab, whose name is eluding me at the moment.
Leroy.
I'm embarrassed. Leroy. That guy.
No, it's not Leroy.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Is that the guy from Dave Matthews who passed away?
Might have been. But anyway, the saxophone player, he is amazing. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's
too bad their old one passed away. That was sad and totally unexpected.
He's damn near a 10 because that guy is value add all the way. And what's kind of cool is I think he solos a little bit like Trey, but on a different instrument. So you got this continuity in the jam where Trey, who is very unique sounding on guitar, cuts over to this saxophone player who kind of picks up where Trey leaves off.
That's
and then
cool.
It is great. So next time you do the Beacon Jams, just call it a tab show so that I know. And
that we know that we don't have to buy tickets.
No, I'm still going to buy the tickets.
Yeah, you bought the tickets and didn't even go.
Okay, but I actually...
In my defense, I was really sick.
So I sold the tickets to a guy named Dave at a giant discount.
Does he look too much like himself?
Well, we're going to find out because I've asked him to come on our show.
No way.
His job is going to be to tell us about what it was like in my seat at Trey's show.
What did he say to that?
He said he's thinking about it. Dude,
yeah, that sucks, man. He bought the tickets and he won't even come on the fucking podcast.
Well, he bought the tickets for like way less than half the value, and I don't even mind because it's a charity, it's a fundraiser, it's a charity I believe in, and but yeah, Dave, you got to come on, buddy.
Yes.
He's Matt.
Please do.
I'm Nick. This was Insuphishient.
Our buddy Fluffhead, we got to get on here. I think he said he could do something next week.
So I was thinking, I want to have a year-end party on our show where we get kind of everybody together that's ever been on the show.
Cool.
And we just all sit here and free form talk about our favorite band.
You're coordinating it.
God damn it.
It's difficult enough to get one person on here. Let's get a whole party. Can Zencaster handle it?
I've seen 8 invites that I can send at once.
Okay. We'd have Obi-Wan Giobi.
Yeah.
Molly.
Yeah.
We would not get Elisa on.
Maya. Oh, Elisa, she's getting an invite. She doesn't have to show up.
Maya the Hatch.
I'd go old school. Fluffhead. Let's get everybody together. Everybody we like. Oh, Yorgie's going to be there for sure.
Yeah.
I heard he's living in Vermont now.
He is. He's feeling his balls out. In the